How's everyone doing out there today? I hope you are having a lovely weekend. Well, it's it's good to be having a lovely weekend and forgetting the issue that we are facing in the UK at the present moment. To be quite honest, this I want it to be interactive, and I have to remind you that this is not a radio show. This is just me talking about um, what the black people are going through in the UK, and it's getting scary nowadays. If you're with me, please, I want you to message me or invite yourself so that I can invite you live so we can have a proper discussion on this issue. To be quite honest, I've never seen anything that we are witnessing today before, for a very long time. I don't think I made that clear. Let me start this way. I came to this country in the early 80s. I was a teenager. Do you know, looking around here, the black people in those days, they were disciplined. They were very, very disciplined. When you see them, they behave well. They listen to elders. Even they listen to people who are not even their parents, if you get what I'm saying. You know, I, being an immigrant coming from Nigeria as a teenager, obviously, I could talk to a strange black boy, a strange black boy, or even boys, many of them, if they are around, I could actually tell them off, you understand, if I see them behaving badly, which never happened in London. If you think about 1985, 1986, 1984, you understand, people are not actually scared to see black people. You understand, when you see black children, you embrace them, you feel happy, you understand, you have a sense of belonging, like, oh, that's a black boy. And especially coming from Africa, you know, the whole Africa is full of blacks. Everywhere you go is black. You understand? So me coming here or arriving in London, seeing black people, you know, used to make me very, very happy. I'm very, very proud. And there was no sense of fearness. You understand? When you see black children, you are not afraid. You are happy to see them. You smile, you laugh at them. They laugh back. They were well disciplined, well trained. You know, throughout the I think throughout the late 80s, it was still like that. And in my own view, everything just changed in the past maybe 10 or 15 years ago, where nowadays when you see black children, you even get scared. To be honest, an elderly woman, black woman, actually said to me, which was very, very depressing to hear. She said if she's coming home at night and if she see white young kids on the right-hand side and black young kids on the left-hand side, she will actually move towards the right-hand side, which meaning that it will rather walk along or come across white kids rather than black kids. And this is because of what we've been witnessing in on television, what we've been seeing on television. And to be quite honest, Don't blame television. Television is not the problem. Television is not lying, because I've heard a lot of black people saying, oh, that's the image they portray about black people. That is totally rubbish, because we see the things that black people do nowadays, even though we are even still minority in UK. Things that black people do is very, very scary. Black children, even their parents too. So where's the origin of this problem? What changed the good black youth to these bad wolves that we are seeing in our streets? Their behaviors on the bus is nothing to write home about, and you can't even talk. I was a passenger on the bus one time, and they were making noise, you know, swearing, saying all sort of things that shouldn't be said by kids on a bus full of adults, full of moms, grandmas, everybody was just fighting. They couldn't say a word. I had the boldness to actually stand up and address them. And when I even addressed them, they kind of became violent towards me. I had to back down and sweeten them up, like play with them. I went down to their age, to their level. You understand? One of them said, I remember vividly, one of them said, he's coming to beat you up, and telling his brother, and they were all laughing like I was an idiot. Like, who is he? What's he gonna do? I said, no, I'm not coming to beat anybody up. I'm not coming to. We just need to address this issue. What you're doing is very, very wrong. You understand? And I have to correct you. I'm an adult. I have to correct you. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just saying, please tone down your language. Simple. You understand? To be quite honest, let me just say the reason I'm talking about this today is about what I saw today. I beg you, please go on my Facebook page, DJ Ali Journalist. You will see it. And obviously, I did not film the incident for one reason known to me. You understand? I just decided not to film the accident. A bus 345 was surrounded by the police, and they complained within seconds. The complaints just went viral. The incident went viral. You know, the whole place was crowded. It was like the whole world was there to see. When they hear my black boy's knife, everybody will be down there. And that was the same story I had. Everyone was put to a stop. Buses, pedestrians, name it. Everyone was put to a halt. You understand? In a country that is not even for black people, you can argue and say whatever you want to say. It's not for black people. We are all immigrants, whether you're British, you are this, you are that. As long as you are not English, you understand, this is not yours. You can claim, oh, the world has changed, blah, blah, blah. Respect a nation that you dwell in. Simple as that. Respect it. All these black youths, your parents came from somewhere. And you need to respect the law of the land and stop giving bad image. To be quite honest, the way I'm talking as if I'm actually blaming these black youths. Because, in honesty, if you open my heart, I'm not actually blaming them at all. This talk is not about them. It's about the parents. To be quite honest, it's about the parents. We are the cause of this. The children, black children, are not to be blamed. To be quite honest, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. You know, I'm not going to shout as I'm talking. You know me. When I'm talking, I talk softly. I have this soft voice, so probably, you know, you might not even want to listen to me because my voice is not strong. You understand? But I don't believe shouting is everything. Shouting doesn't put the message across. I think we all need to reason together silently or quietly in a low tone, low voice. We need to listen to each other. If you can't hear me properly, please send me a text. Just text it to it. And if you want me to add you so that you can contribute, that is open as well for you. So I think the parents are to be blamed. Yeah, I blame the parents. Because I'm African, you understand? My background is African, Nigeria to be precise. So I cannot talk for Caribbean people. You understand? I cannot talk for them because I don't really know much about them. I know them. I move with them. I've dated some of them. But what I'm really saying is I've never lived with them 24/7 to know how Caribbean parents treat their children. But when we talk about black people, we're talking about Caribbean, we're talking about African. But I know a lot about Africans. And now Africans listen. And Caribbean people to listen as well because we're all black. Your children are included. African children are included, disgracing, embarrassing us, causing fear in the streets of London nowadays. You understand? I even saw one. I'm not going to tell you the area. I saw another one. I was coming towards the place, and then I saw about 6 or probably 7 black children stealing a bike from a boy. It's not white. I think it's like probably Puerto Rican or, you know, Mexican. It's got that kind of color. It was like 8 p.m. At night or evening time, if you want to call it that. Stealing a bike. And the boy wasn't giving up his bike. You know, he was fighting back. But obviously, one person cannot handle 7 people. So he had to let go. And I actually shouted at him. I said, let go of the bike. Just let them take it. Let them take it. It's not worth it. Because the next thing is they're going to stab him. They were vicious. They were all black. Wearing black dress with hood. You understand? So nowadays when you see black kids, they're very fearful. So but what the changes in my view, and this is totally my own view, I haven't read it from anywhere, I haven't talked or interviewed anyone regarding this. Sorry, I'm messing about with the audio mixer because I'm used to it. Whenever I'm in the studio, I'm always used to messing up. But what I'm talking about now is not on the radio. It's not. It's just a podcast on Facebook, if you want to call it like that. This heart is giving me a headache. Actually, I was about to debate, which I always do. I was going to say, who actually invented this heart? The person, man or woman, is stupid. Sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, African parents, I understand that there's a lot of financial pressure on you. I understand that you have to work so hard to take money or send money to Africa. I understand that there's this pressure on you that you have to build your own house in Africa. I sincerely understand that you have to have a business in Africa. I understand that you have to buy a car and send it to Africa. What else do we do? I understand that you have to feed some of the people that you left back home. I understand that all this pressure is on your head. But there are times that you have to be selfish in life. Think about number one. You understand? Think about yourself. You should come first. Your children should come first. I also understand that, even in the UK, it's not easy. You still have to work so hard to pay your house rent, to pay your electricity bills, to do this, to do fine boy, to do shopping in the house. I understand. But the thing is, English people are doing it as well, and they are not killing themselves. You understand? I understand. But it's not the only way. If you are going to be neglecting your children, all these kids that were fighting, to be quite honest, when I saw them on the bus, to be quite honest, I didn't calculate how many of them that were surrounded by the police. They were actually captured and contained inside the bus. And also around the bus and all over this Peckham, the crowd were full of young people, black young people. In Peckham, the incident happened in Peckham today. You understand? And I'm thinking, parents, black parents, do you know where your children are? Why is it that the spectators were black young children looking at the incident? Some of them were even hailing. They were actually hailing them, those people that were captured or curtailed by the Met Police. I was thinking, where are your parents now? If you ask me, where are my children? I can tell you where my children are. I can tell where they are. Trust me, I can tell. Because I know where they are. So, why? Wow. And I know that some people, they will make the excuse of, oh, I blame you on single parent, this, that. It's not even the issue, because I've seen so many, kids, bad kids from a home where the father and the mother, or the fathers and the mothers are still together, and the children are still playing bad. When this incident was happening on the bus today, because I was going to my daughter's book launch today when the incident happened, there was a Nigerian woman, Nigerian women too, talking about the incident. And I was actually sitting like few seats from them. They didn't even know I was Nigerian, because I wasn't dressed like this. So I just kept quiet. The two were talking to each other. Yes, it's the government. They were, and this time they were speaking in English. Yeah, they were speaking in English, and inside the bus so everyone could hear them. It's the government, when they're taking the right from us to actually smack our children, how would they not turn out to be like this? How would they not be misbehaving like this, carrying knives all around, blah, 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 blah. One Caribbean woman, she's a grandma, very old lady, and she stood up. How could you say that? I'm 80 years old. I smack my children. I smack them. It depends on how you smack them. It's not an excuse. They are your children. Then the Nigerian woman replied, no, you cannot smack my children. They've taken your children. They've taken that right away from us. We cannot do that anymore. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it was a heated debate, you know, and probably half of the bus supported the Caribbean woman, and then the other half supported the African women. And I was just sitting there in the middle, just being entertained by this word of mouth, because they began to, you know, talk badly to each other. You understand? So the argument shifted from talking about the young people who were knifing each other around. Now it turned into 2 or 3 or 4, or the old adults, women, shouting at each other over this issue of beating, or why children has gone doolally in this city, London. I don't know about any other city. Me, I know about London because I've been living in London for a very, very long time. So in my mind, I'm saying, look at adults, look at parents, look at mom. Look at the way they're shouting at each other. They can't even have a civilized conversation. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Olubedu. Well done, sir. I'm not a chief. I'm just pretending to be a chief. Yes, sir. So I couldn't believe it. I said, look at them now. What example are they setting now when they cannot have good conversation? This is the same thing they do in front of the kids at home. You understand? You know, all these young people, when we are home, they actually watch us because we are role models to them. You know, they watch us. Everything we do, they will imitate it when they grow up. Even when they haven't grown up, they will still imitate it. They will do things like that outside. I'm telling you. Where did we go wrong? Why is it that in early 80s, late 70s, our black people were very, very cultured? They were behaving well. There were no bad news written. Maybe if there was, because I don't know, I don't want to say no, there weren't, but I wasn't hearing a lot, or I wasn't even hearing anything bad about our young youths in the late 70s and early 80s to late 80s. I wasn't hearing bad news. But all of a sudden, black youths behaving badly is the topic on television. And you will be saying, oh, television is Irani, Kiniko, we àwọn òyìnbó ṣe máa ń portray wa nìyẹn, wọ́n fẹ́ ká look bad. What about the one that you've been seeing? Stop being I wanted to swear, but I can't swear, isn't it, as an adult? Yeah? Okay. Mugbesara. What about the one you've been seeing every day? Have you not been seeing black youths behaving badly on buses in the streets of London? Everywhere you go, you can't even talk to them anymore. We've lost it. Parents have lost it. How did we get there? I'm saying to you, cut down on the number of hours. The number of hours that you do at work. You understand? And this is a fact. I'm not making this up. I know some parents that do not see their kids Monday to Friday due to work hours. They are the same, and even weekend, maybe they will see them in the afternoon because they won't go to school. Maybe they will see them for afternoon for 1 hour. How could you look after your child or your children when you only see them 1 hour a week or 2 hours? You claiming that, oh, Monati Shishe, I have to work to make ends meet, to look after them, to make sure they look good. Who needs them? Who need that? Nobody needs your money. These children, they don't need your money. They will eat one way or the other. The only thing that you can give to them is to be with them, to educate them, to talk to them, play with them, do their homework with them. That's what you need to do. Do their homework. They are not suffering. They can never suffer in United Kingdom. Children can never suffer. I've never had a story that a child is suffering in the UK. Government will look after them. Some of you parents say, the money that the government are giving to your children, through you, you put it in your purse. You use it to go and shefaji. You go to the pub, club, or whatever bar, or you use it to build your house in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, in Ethiopia, in Somalia, and all over black nations. This is the money that the government is giving to your children for their upkeeping. You put it together, save it, buy a car, send it to Africa. You are the problem. You are the one who have created all these monsters, black monsters. Our youths are, black youths are becoming monsters in the streets. Look at it. You have some parents also behaving rowdy in the streets of London. Especially, I don't know what's wrong with Nigerians. Anywhere we go. I've never seen a time that I travel to Nigeria, and trust me, I always go to Nigeria a lot. Trust me, sometimes twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. I've never traveled on a plane without seeing Nigerians fighting in the plane. They fight on the plane, they fight everywhere in the streets of London, they fight. So how could you not expect your children to behave like that as well if you as parents are doing that? Am I the only one in the world who think this is wrong? Am I? Hello, Miss Balikisi. I love that name. You can't take it from me. You understand? Are we? I don't know. This black youth's behavior in London is making my blood boil. You understand? When you are parents and you cannot account, you can't tell where your children are at certain hours. Where are you? That's the question I'm going to ask. Where are you? Because you are not responsible. Black parents are not responsible parents in the UK. We're going around chasing money all the time and neglecting our responsibility as parents. Looking after our children should be paramount. It should be our first priority. Even if you are claiming that, oh, I need money, I'm looking for money. Sorry, I'm going to change my glasses. One is powerful and one is quite low. This one is just designer low. Okonshi designer. Nothing. Even I should be telling that glasses to go to Specsavers, not me. Yeah, this is better. Can see through the phone now. So, where have you been? Where are you? If you cannot monitor your children's movement, if you cannot tell people, say for example, somebody ring you, where is Bidemi Where is Nathan? Where is this? Where is that? And you can say, oh, I don't know where he is. He's probably at home. Or, oh, I'm not at home. I haven't been at home since morning. It's saddening. Do you know what actually makes me very, very sick? It's when I'm in public. Say, for example, public place, watching television, where white people are. And then the news come up. Expect there's going to be bad news about young black people. In any news. If you are lucky, you will get one bad news. In every news, on national television, every day. I swear, the way I'm talking now, I feel like swearing alone. But because of my reputation as a presenter, I can't. And it's hurting me. It's not making me easy. It's not even letting the word flow from my mouth. Because this is sickening. And the thing is, you know, we are so quick into jumping to the conclusion or jumping into blaming these young black children. It's not their fault. There's a Yoruba saying, me or so that I don't know how to say it properly. Oh, can it continue? I don't know how to say it. Please, somebody help me. Let me read from this. You are not, brother. Nigerians are becoming impossible, especially Yorubas. Thank you, sir, Ambassador Raphael. It's true. It's true. They are becoming embarrassed, a form of embarrassment in the UK. Sometimes I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I love being a Nigerian and I love being black and I'm proud, you understand, to be a black person from Africa. You understand? But when you see the things that are going on among young black people, it's very shameful. Sometimes you want to hide your face. But if you hide your face, you can't hide your color. It's there. And sometimes I would like to get in the mind of white people and think of what they actually think of our young black children and not us as parents of these children. I am not saying that white youths are not behaving badly as well. They are children. Are children. Children will always be children. But the way it is now is like, and we are minority. In UK, we are minority. Black people are minority. But it's always the news about us, about our children. Okay, somebody said no, Joe. Please, when you say no, Joe, expatiate, please. Expatiate. Let me know why you said no. I beg, don't make me laugh. Oh. Don't make me laugh. It would be nice, actually, because Olukbedu is here, who is a media mogul in the UK. It would be nice. It would be nice to actually bring you. Please, if you can, please come on. Let's talk about it, because you are a man of the media, because I think it's also our responsibility as media people to actually help address this issue. Why our boys, black boys, bad nowadays? Like I said, if you're just joining me, back in the late 70s, early 80s, late 80s, and probably early 90s, our black youth were the best. They were listening, they weren't behaving, the way they're behaving now. So what's changed them to who they are now? Okay, I'm going to bring Olu Gbedu of Gbedu International Magazine to rate, because I'm the only one who's been talking, and I'm beginning to wonder whether I'm the only parent or the only black adults who actually care about these young people. Please, Sean, hi Sean Martins, how you doing? Yeah, please come on. Please come on. I want to invite many people to talk about this, because I'm actually planning to set up a group, you understand, where we can address this issue, see what we can do, see how we can repair this young black reputation, image. You understand? What we can do to change them, because the way it is now is getting bad every day. You understand? Maybe for you, when you first had it, or young black people are stabbing somewhere, maybe you had it was a one-off, but it's becoming occurrence nowadays. It's getting so ridiculous. I'm going to be inviting a few people. Please be brave enough. I don't bite. This issue. There's something we can do. One in Yoruba, àgbà ò kí ń wà lọ́jà kó rí ọmọ tuntun kó ṣe kíní kan, can't finish it. Mi ò mọ̀ tán. Àgbà ò kí ń wà lọ́jà kó rí ọmọ tuntun ṣe kọ́mọ rí ọmọ tuntun fọ́ ni àbí kó rí ọmọ tuntun ṣe kíní kan. Basically, what it means is we are adults. We should be able to put the young people into the right direction. They need us. We mustn't let go. You understand? People are saying, oh, just like the women, the Yoruba women I was on the bus with today, they said, it's the government, The government has taken that power from us to smack our children. Smacking is not the only way to put your children in the right direction. And I'm not saying you should smack. I smack my kids. To be quite honest, I smack them. Even though they were born here. My first child is 25 today. I said today, 25 this year. The second one will be 22. I smack both of them. It's the way you smack children. Children, the government made that law so that you should not assault them. You understand? There's a difference between smacking or disciplining your child from abusing them. I was abused when I was in school. I remember one time I was late from lunch, and a teacher, I think I was in secondary school, or probably, no, it wasn't primary school. It was secondary school, maybe year 1, year 2, or year 3. But it's either year 1, year 2, or 3. It's one of those years. And just because I came back late from my break, or I can't remember vividly. It's either I came late from my break or I came to school late. It's one of the two. The teacher took 7 canes, tie it together, and used 7 sticks to beat me just because I came late. That was an abuse. That wasn't discipline. Discipline, you don't even have to touch them if you don't want to. You understand? What did we do wrong? What did we do wrong? Why our kids like this? Why? Why our black children are behaving like this? I don't know if you've been in this country in the early 70s, early 80s, and probably early 90s. You will notice that young black people were respected in those days. They never carry knives. They talk to you nicely. They were cultured. When I say black people, I'm talking about whether you're Caribbean, whether you're African, you understand? Why? Why? What changed them? What really changed them? We, the parents, are we part of the contributing factor? Did we actually contribute into their bad behavior in our streets? They are fearful nowadays. You see a lot of young black people all dressed in black, riding bicycle, burgling. Things that we see in Nigeria. Well, I'm using Nigeria now, no disrespect to Nigeria. If you live in another African or Caribbean nations, you can use your country as an example. But things that I'm experiencing now in the UK, things that we're seeing now, we never used to see. Those are the things that we used to see in Africa. You understand? One of my good friends said to me just recently, he said, this is a guy that was born in Nigeria, but he's been living permanently in the UK for the past 35 years. He said to me that when he went to Nigeria on holiday and he saw somebody slap another person, he felt it. He felt scared. He felt, you understand? And you will see killings, shooting, armed robbery, broad daylight happening in Nigeria, but we never used to see in UK, but now we're seeing it. There are many videos that's gone viral involving young black kids on moped. You understand? How can we change it? Where are the adults? Where are the adults? If you cannot tell me, or if you cannot say that, oh, my child is in so, and so, or my child is actually here with me 24/7, then your kids must be out there committing atrocities. Let me just quickly mention this brother who just came up. It's an outstanding name. He's a very, very respectable person in our community, black community. In short, he's a Caribbean man. He's the CEO of PTSC, which is a union that looks after employees, making sure that your rights are not taken from you. You understand? I will ask people to actually research more about PTSC. They will look after you at place of work, making sure that you are not discriminated against, making sure that your rights are not taken away from you, making sure that you're not harassed, and so on and so forth. Very good organization. And I can proudly say to you that I'm actually a member of this organization as well. His name is Mr. Francis Nichols. Yeah, I've just got a message from him. He said, from 1991 onwards, it's changed from my memory. There you go. I think I thought that as well. Because, Mr. Nichols, listen very carefully. I came to this country in the early 80s. I don't want to mention the year I don't know what to say, I don't know who is there, and I don't want anybody to be using the year and my name to be doing all that stuff. That's why I'm not mentioning it. But I've been here since the early 80s. And in those days, or in those years, when we see young black people, and this is coming from me as an immigrant, somebody who was born outside United Kingdom, and moving here, when you see young black people in the dark, late at night, everywhere, in the early 80s, late 80s, early 90s, you will be proud of them. They were well cultured. No bad news about these young black people, nothing. You will be proud that, wow, this is a black boy, this is a black girl. I'm so proud. But all of a sudden, it just changed. So, I'm saying, yeah, is the General Secretary of the PTSC, that's Francis Nichols, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Okay, you came here in 1997. What was it like in 1997? Did you see black children going on the bus and start knifing each other? Did you see them shouting on the buses? Because I was in here in 1977. I was in here. You know, what has changed? Some people, and I don't like this excuse, people saying, oh, they've taken it's because the government took the power from the parents, power to smack the children. Like I said, you don't have to smack your child to get discipline across or to get your words across to them. You don't have to. That's an abuse. You understand? But what has changed? Okay, the General Secretary mentioned of PTSC said, you are correct. It was best years. There you go. It was a proud year. Those were the proud years in London, in United Kingdom. You walk around when you see black people, black children, you feel so happy to see somebody of your own color. It's a pride thing. It's a culture thing. It's a sense, you have the sense of belonging. But not anymore. You see 10 black kids coming this side, you want to walk fast across that side to that side. And it's not the media that is making this image. It's not the media, because you and I see it every day. We see every day. But let me read this. Families used to visit one another. Thank you. Respect to parents. Best music created. Thank you. We used to visit each other. You understand? We used to go to people's houses, everything. Now, we don't have time for these young people to actually talk to them, actually spend time with them. You understand? It used to be, you know, kind of family togetherness. Your children are not at home. You don't know where your children are. What kind of parents are you? What kind of? I think we need to do something about this, because the way these things are going, these young people, they're killing each other, knifing each other every day. And funny enough, you find out that all these young people, they used to be good boys. They used to be good boys. So what actually made good boys to turn to bad boys? Okay, I'm trying to, please send me a request. Please send me, I want to add Olugbedu, who is the owner of Bedu International Magazine, is a well-known name in Nigerian community in the UK. So I want to add him, because media, solicitors, adults, we all need to get together, regardless of what country you're from, whether you're Caribbean, whether you're African, as long as we are black. When the news is carried, they will say black. They will not say Nigerian. They might say Nigerian as subtitle, but it won't be the area of concentration. It's the color that they want to put out. Some people are saying, oh, the media, they are portraying black children in a bad way, blah, blah, blah. Please, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's call a spade a spade. We are not saying black people are the only, or black children are the only children committing crime. But the rate of our black children, we need to curb it now. We need to curb it. Curb as in C-U-R-B, if you don't understand my accent. A C-U-R-B. We need to curb it. We need to slow it down. We need to take it back to the 1997 and 1977, as my Honorable General Secretary of PTSC just mentioned. We need to take it back there. You understand? When young Black children used to be respected, when young Black children used to gather around and play in harmony, no knives involved, no guns involved, no drugs involved. Those were the young Black children that I knew, that I came to this country to meet. Where are those children? Where are those children back in the days? If you, as adults, as adults, yeah, as fathers, you understand? If you are a father today, you must have been that kind of child back in 1977, as the PTSC General Secretary mentioned. So why is it that we are not passing our technical, or not technical know-how, the what we've learned, that culture? You understand? Oh, God bless our parents. You know, our parents, they were very, very strict. They brought us up proper, good and proper. So those are our grandmothers, those are our grandparents. Where are they? Yes, some of them have died. Why can't we, the fathers, the mothers now, why can't we do as our great-grandparents did, or even grandparents did? They brought us well. This is me. I'm a bus driver, I'm a journalist, I'm a radio presenter, I've got no criminal record. And I'm telling the whole world, I'm telling the government, anybody in the government, go and check me out. Why can't we do as our parents did to us, or for us? What I saw today was very shameful. It was an act of disgrace to see young Black people on the bus surrounded by police. Now, it's not even funny. They were also surrounded by pockets. Listen to me very carefully. They were also surrounded by pockets of young Black people, young Black children dressed in black and all other color, but more Black were there. And they were actually celebrating. Maybe celebrating is not the right word. Probably praising, because I know they actually know those people that were actually fighting on the bus. You understand? And I'm thinking, wow, look how many Black children that we have in Peckham. Wow. So how come all these Black children did not come out to see the event with their mothers and their fathers? Because me, if I was at home, I can't imagine being at home and my children, even now that they are adults, they will say, oh, there's a problem out there. I'm going to go and watch it. There's knife stabbing and all that. I'm going to go and watch it. They will say that to me. I will say, sit down at home. What are you going to watch it for? Is it your business? You understand? But these young Black children were all outside shouting, watching people were arrested by the police. No parents. The parents who were there, they are not the parents of those children. They were just passers-by or pedestrians or commuters, if you like. You understand? Even I study because I'm an observer. Trust me, I'm an observer. Anywhere I go, I just sit down, I just study. I even noticed that the adults that were there, they didn't even get closer to all these Black children there. They were very fearful, and I had a lot of them talking as well. These children in this country, these children in this country, they are so spoiled. They are so spoiled. Look at them. Look at their behavior. Look at their dress. I wonder where their children are. Wow. I think I talk too much. When I love a topic like this, yeah, I just get carried away. I'm telling you. Topic like this, I don't like it. I don't like it. But the fact, what I don't really like, to be quite honest, I haven't given up on the black children. There's actually a school near me where black children, well, let me not use the word black children, children who have been kicked out of secondary school. So it's another, I don't know what to call it, institution for them, you understand, to get education. But that school is full of black children. You understand? I'm thinking maybe we adults, we need to go there, because if you're a role model, yeah, and I'm addressing all celebrities, all gentlemen, all gentle ladies in this country now, or to be precise, in London. If you are a good citizen and adult in London, I think we need to get involved. We need to be visiting all these children. We need to be talking to them. You understand? We need them to see us as role model. You understand? They can't be that bad. You understand? We need to influence them. For example, I can go there. I say, listen, look how my life has turned into. I was born in Nigeria. I came to this country to have a better life. Look at me. I went to university. I studied media. I'm a journalist. I'm a presenter on the radio. I'm a bus driver with over 24 years experience. No criminal record. Why can't you turn yours? Don't you want to do that? Why do you want to go to prison when you can have good profession, when you can have when you can have a good job? Why carry a knife around? Because once you kill someone, if it wasn't intentional, you will go for manslaughter. If it was intentional, that's murder. You waste your life in prison. Then start to think, we all need to start thinking that who are these children's role models? Who are their role models? Who are they looking up to? If they are not looking up to you, adults, if they are not looking up to you, adults, who are they looking up to? It's obvious they're not looking up to me. It's obvious they're not looking up to you. Those of you who are doing good things, those of you who are in a place of authority, those of you who are good citizens of this United Kingdom. I think we need to think carefully before these children finish killing each other. It's getting there. It's on the wall. It's looking like crime is the only way for them. And the danger is the younger ones also will be looking up to them. They will also repeat the same thing. It's a circle. Who do we blame? Should we blame ourselves? Should we blame adults? Please don't blame the government. If you want to blame the government, blame the government and tell me why you're blaming the government. Because the only thing you will tell me is, oh, it's the government. They made it law that we must not smack the children. Like I said before, you don't have to smack your child to correct your child. Be responsible. Stay at home. You understand? Go to work. Even some parents are doing fraud. Some parents are doing drugs. Some parents are doing all sorts of dubious things. So tell me, why won't your children be bad? Why won't your children be bad? Just look at the General Secretary of PTSC, sorry, and then the CEO of Bedu International. You understand? They are doing good. They are good role models. You understand? Why aren't the children looking up to those people? Why are they looking up to their parents who are doing bad things? So if you are a parent and you're doing drugs, you're fighting all the time, you're knifing people around, you're smoking weed, you're taking different drugs, you're selling it, you understand? Why are you telling me that we should blame the government? The government is not selling drugs to your children. The government is not selling drugs to you, the parents. The government is not stabbing you. Yeah, Theresa May be stabbing the Brexit, but she's not coming to my house to stab me. You understand? So why can't we, good adults, gather around and do it ourselves? Black community need to take care of Black young children. Don't leave it to the government. The government ain't going to do nothing about it. I'm sure the government, I'm just saying this off the record, they are actually happy that Black young people are killing each other. We need to do something about it. We need to stand up for ourselves. This is not the dream that Martin Luther King had for Black people. If Martin Luther was alive today, he will be very disappointed in us. Those are the people. Is a Marcus Garvey. Those are the people that fought for our freedom. What are we giving back? Can we not think? Think for a second. Think. Think, please think. This is how we repay them. Being bad role models, being bad fathers. Watching our children on mainstream television, 10 o'clock news. It's always them fighting, mugging, stabbing, murdering Black young people. Are we not fed up? I am. We want to start seeing our children doing good. How can we make this happen? Let's talk about this. Leave messages. If you want to get involved, we need to set up a group, regardless of whether you're Caribbean, whether you're this, you're that, you're African, blah, blah, blah. This is our job as Black parents. We need to do something about it. If it doesn't bother you, it bothers me. It does bother me. We are losing our children. We are losing our children at a faster rate. The rate I haven't seen that before. The people, young Black people are dying every day. One in Tottenham, one in Peckham, this, that. We never used to hear this. In the 70s, in the 80s, we never used to. Early 90s, like my honorable gentleman mentioned. 91, nothing like that. Why 2018? Why 2010? Why 2012? Why now? What's happening? What's going on? We need to check ourselves, we parents, What are we doing wrong? How did it get there? How did this get here? How did it get so bad?